Hello, good morning. You're watching Hornbill TV, and this is the first of its kind initiative in which we will be following a group of participants. And this is the Nagaland Off-road Media Launch Drive that is being taken care by Wander Beyond Boundaries. The Nagaland Off-road expedition began on the 7th of December with the event slated to end on the 13th of December. The team, comprised of different media personnels working in different organizations all over India. That's why the name Media Launch Drive.
It's great. More than the expedition, I guess it's finally that day when it's becoming real. We have worked on Nagaland Off-road for the last 1 year, and today is that day when all the hard work is coming together. Excited, nervous, slightly emotional about it, given all the work that has gone in, and now it's like you've delivered, and now the baby is there for the world to judge. This one is a media crew. It's a media launch drive, so I have a team who are non-drivers, and it's the WBB team and the volunteers who are going to be driving. Honestly, it's the first time we're doing something like this, because all that we've done is for self-drive enthusiasts in so many years. But yeah, excited that we've gotten this far. So maybe, I just hope they manage the driving fine.
And as you can see, the Wander Beyond Boundaries Nagaland Off-road chapter is now about to take off from Dimapur. This special initiative was undertaken by the Dept of Tourism, Govt of Nagaland, and organized by an organization called Wander Beyond Boundaries. Another interesting feature of this expedition was the inclusion of 4 Force Gurkhas, owned and given by the Dept of Tourism, Govt of Nagaland, for the travelers to experience off-roading at its truest form. After the launch of the Nagaland Off-road chapter by the Chief Minister, the travelers were headed to Kisama to witness the ever-famous Hornbill Festival, after which the team were headed to a campsite in Kisama itself. And as you can see behind me, we are in some campsite. It's called the Burial Campsite, and it's in Kisama, and it's such a lovely campsite. As we walk, we see the tents are set up and the participants are all resting. Today was quite a fateful day as Nagaland Tourism launched the Nagaland Off-road chapter. Well, an off-road travel guide, something that has never been done before by any other state, is actually now launched by Chief Minister in the morning. And then there's a website now. You can go to nagalandoffroad.com, and you can also see all the districts. Well, we'll be talking about this Wander Beyond Boundaries and also what this off-road experience is. Tomorrow we've got a line of events planned out for all of us. And tomorrow we are going to a village called Zapami in Pek district. So we will have to wait and see what Nidhi, who's actually the main organizer and she's the leader of this expedition, well, she will place out the item list for tomorrow. We'll wait and see what is in store for all of us, as we have 5 more days of traveling and a lot of adventure to actually explore. Good morning. It's day 2 of the Nagaland Off-road expedition, powered by Wander Beyond Boundaries. Well, at the moment it's around 5:35 and the team is all set and gearing up for day 2 of the Nagaland Off-road expedition. Looking forward to a beautiful day, and also looking forward to showing you what Nagaland has to offer, and also an opportunity to explore the unexplored. Today is a more constructive day as we get to explore the hinterland of Peg district. So we will be heading to Zapami, and then we'll be sleeping over at Kapamodzo, and then we will make our trips towards the other belt of Peg, which is the Pochuri dominated area. So we will be heading there, but for today it's the trip to Zapami and to Kapamodzo.
Just do like jumping jacks like 20 times and then get into the tent. You will be much warmer through the night. It's about dealing with the cold. That's not going to change for us.
You're coming with us, right? Where she said, okay, you'll just let me know.
Because tomorrow we have a much longer drive to Shilloi. So we are headed to Zapami first, where we are going on a village walk. You're seeing the Chakisang Museum and the Stinging Nettle weaving. Having lunch in Zapami, and then we are headed to Kapamutsu via Futsero. By the way, Futsero is the highest in terms of altitude in Nagaland. Did you know it snows in Nagaland? Yeah, it snows in Nagaland. Futsero receives snow, and so do all the higher reaches in Saramati, in Choklangan, in Noklak district. So we're headed to Kapamutsu for the night. Super, all set for the day. Moment of silence. We're good to roll out. Please give me a radio check as soon as you get to the vehicle. Copy. Sweet. So the beauty about these machines, it typically has a slightly higher tilt towards torque as opposed to speed. What happens in 4x4s is you have an additional gearbox for the vehicle. You have the 4 high and the 4 low. A 4 low is the highest torque the engine can produce, and low speed. When do you need torque? When the terrain is tough. When the vehicle has to pull itself up, it needs maximum power. 4 high, however, your 4 wheels are still powered. You have slightly better speed. So these are all gear ratios we're talking about on how we are splitting that engine torque. You engage a 4x4 gearbox only on a vehicle that is standing, not in motion, first and foremost. Once you've engaged 4 low, you will notice that the vehicle drives very differently. It starts hugging the earth because you're generating a lot more torque. Same process to disengage.
We are progressing into the hinterlands, and now from Kohima we've come to Peg. And from Kisama we took the Kigrema, Kidima, Lesemi, and we took that route. And now we are here in Peg, and we are here at the Zapami village. The village is beautiful, it's so clean, and it's kind of wonderful to see that there are no signboards which say keep your surroundings clean, because it's inherent in their nature. The one good thing about this trip is actually the team was actually welcomed by youths. They're part of the village council, they're part of the students organization, student body, and also some youths that are going to be taking the media team, or rather the participants of the expedition, and they're going to be taking them around and explaining to them the rich culture of the Chakisang tribe.
Welcome to Zapami. I want you to meet our young friends who were so full of excitement even the last time we landed here. That's, you will say your name because I pronounce it wrong all the time.
My name is Shrivev. Shrivev.
Shrivu.
You can call me Ari in short.
Ari.
Ari is better.
So they will guide you guys for the next 2 hours. We're also having lunch here. So have a ball, ask as many questions. Ari, all of them are from the press. They are all from different publications, mainstream publications from across the country. And we had the Nagaland Off-road launch yesterday. So they've come on a launch media drive. So I chose to bring them to your village because I found it so special even last time also. So thank you for, working it out. So I hope you tell them about Chakasan culture and tell them about the real Nagaland.
It's a village council secretary.
A village council secretary, okay.
Yes, my name is Mewe Kuto. I'm the GS of the Students Union.
Okay, the student union.
Yes.
My name is Lete Weta, Superintendent of the Hornbill District Student Department.
Okay, okay.
My name is Kulo Wetsa.
Great.
And as you can see behind me, there's an auntie who's concentrating on her art and she's making a shawl. But the specialty of Zapami village is the unique stinging nettle fiber and also the technique in which the fiber that you see there, it's from a technique out of the stinging nettle.
It's very sparse these days, so we have to go really far to get this. We had in abundance, but since everyone is collecting it, it's getting sparse. So this is before it's boiled. After we've collected, this is the raw material. And after we bring it home, we will boil it actually. This is after boiling it.
That color comes out naturally, right?
From daddy. After that, she will rinse it. Stinking plant, they have the spikes, tiny spikes. So after boiling it, she will remove all those and then we will rinse it properly.
And after those cloth materials are made, it is then used to make shawls. This is something unique about Zapami village, and this is, as I was talking to locals around here, they were telling me that there is quite the demand for this techniques and product which are shawls and waistcoats. You will see how intricate and how much skill you need to actually weave certain things like this. And this is a tradition that needs to keep continuing, and we hope that many people would be interested to come and find out the technique and also the unique attributes of how different tribes weave their garments. As now we'll be guided by a few tour guides who are basically youths from this village itself, and then the team will be given lunch, and then we head for Kapamudzu where we'll be camping. The expedition team today is literally starting their journey into the unexplored places and also the experiences. What you can see behind me, well, I'm not in front of a museum, but I'm for a Naga society, I'm behind a very important and integral part of a Naga family, and this is a granary. And if you look inside, you will see massive and enormous baskets that contain paddy, basically rice that they harvest, and on top you'll see the hanging kangs or baskets in which the women carry whatever is harvested and they bring it back here. And also there is a rice beating log there which is also so massive. And this granary belongs to one person, and he is the first Christian convert of this village, and according to the villages here, the Lord has blessed him. And as you can see, if someone needs to be blessed, I think there's no bigger blessing than this. And after a wholesome lunch prepared by young host Ari, the team then carried on to their next destination, the beautiful Kapamotsu. Along the way to Kapamotsu, we crossed Futsero and also crossed Sufome village, which has a historical significance, as the present Sufome ground was a battlefield in the Second World War. And as our journey progressed, we were climbing in altitude. The terrain was getting really beautiful, picturesque, yet getting narrow. The cold was biting, but it was the anticipation to see Kapamotsu, which was all that mattered. Good evening, and we are here at the end of day 2. Well, we had quite an eventful day. We started our journey from Kisama in the morning. We had a pit stop in Zapami, where the Zapami villagers were magnificent and excellent hosts to the expedition team that came. It was the youths who actually took the initiative to become tour guides, and something which was so enriching to know. And after which we traveled up, we went to Futsero, and from Futsero we climbed up, and now we are here in a magnificent and beautiful place called Kapamotsu. Today, in fact, we are making history too, as this expedition team, the Hornbill Off-road chapter expedition team, is the first team to actually be camping on Kapamotsu. Well, it's already dark and it's pretty cold. As you can see, all these tents have been placed by the villagers, and they gave us an opportunity to come and spend the night here. And the Nagaland Off-road experience, or this chapter, an initiative of the Dept of Tourism, Govt of Nagaland, is quite fascinating. The fact that this expedition, the off-road experience, it actually involves a lot of local youths, and also it's these youths that take the initiative to guide the travelers that come from within and outside the state. And with this opportunity being, if taken seriously, we will see enough employment opportunities for our youths. We will see enough people trying to focus on tourism as their livelihood. Well, it's also a great opportunity for the expedition team to actually have a one-on-one conversation, and that too, since we Nagas, we are very proud of our culture. We are very proud of our heritage, and the fact that the youths themselves are actually taking the initiative of finding out what their culture means, what from their elders, and now sharing it down to their generation, I think is going to keep this tradition alive. Also, with this Nagaland Off-road chapter, it also asks, or rather, if our Naga youths can get involved in this Nagaland Off-road, a travel guidebook that was launched, the website that was launched, and also the app which is launched. If our own Naga youths can go into those websites, check out the contents of it, and trust me, the off-road travel guidebook is quite detailed. It's even got maps. I believe that the Govt of Nagaland, especially the tourism department, has started such a great initiative where now each village, no matter what, each village can now take the initiative of teaming up with the Govt of Nagaland and take this initiative further so as to boost tourism in the state. tomorrow would be the longest journey on this expedition, and we will be traveling up to Meluri. We'll have a stop there, and then we'll be heading to Shiloi Lake, where we'll be spending the night. Then the adventure carries on forward. Good morning, all the way from Pek, from Kapamodzo. Well, this is day 3 of the Nagaland Off-road expedition chapter. Last night we had a phenomenal night. It was pretty chilly and it was cold, but it was a challenge, and yes, we learned a lot. And the expedition team today progresses towards the Pachuri sector, and we are going towards Meluri. We will be, our destination is Shiloi Lake, and the team here, we're all prepping up. It's about 6 in the morning right now, and trust me, the scene out here is exotic, it's majestic, pristine, and you would want to be here once in your life. This is a phenomenal area, and also we were camping in a site that has never been camped before. Actually, we are first of a kind team that actually had our camping site. Today's expedition, today's journey is going to be the longest within the 6 days that we've had, and the team is kind of excited about it. And yes, this expedition is all about exploring the unexplored. So if you get an opportunity to come towards this, and this is Pek Kapamodzo, so you definitely should come here once in your life. So tick that in your bucket list. The initiative by the tourism department to actually have an off-road chapter, especially the non-conventional mode of tourism, I think we Nagas can actually step our foot into it and actually make it progress. Hey people, we're still here in Kapamodzo, and if you can see me, I've got a white clad surrounding next to me. Well, this is not snow, this is basically the dew, but because of the temperature drop, it freezes like this. So you've got a white carpet of frost, and yeah, you get to experience this. The temperature drops really low at night, and this is how you get this kind of a background. But basically, if you're here in Kapamodzo, you need to actually go exploring like this. It's not your conventional one. You can take a stroll, you can take a walk, and basically this is the Nagaland Off-road chapter, and this is the Nagaland Off-road expedition. So you really want to go cover these places, because you're not going to get anything like this anywhere, you know. This is something special, and yeah, it's pretty cool. So like last night I told you, like one tip is like, if you're getting here, please carry warm clothes, because it's basically not the cold. You got solid winds coming, and it's very chilly, and especially in the morning. And basically, look at this. I'm in a frost carpet, and I've got basically, for me, this would be snow. How can you see the contrast? As our journey towards Shiloi Lake began, we took a short detour towards the Kapamodzo camp itself to see the tracks made by the Wander Beyond Boundaries organization. The amount of hard work and the amount of tracks that they had to create was simply mind-blowing.
It was the toughest section in Nagaland Off-road, and finally, the 4th vehicle, we were a convoy of 4 with just 2 drivers, that's Sushil and Self. And we brought it up from Kami side and we wanted to reach Kapamotsu. When my vehicle came up here, it was already about 8:39 in the night. And the section from here for the next 300 meters is what we call the wall. You have to see the incline between here and that. When we reached the base of the wall, it's already 6-ish. And by the time the fourth vehicle came up here, so the winch vehicle would change position like 4 times. The number of times we would change anchor was like some 8-10 times. And our last anchor, so we came till here, even just this, that tree that you're seeing, the vehicle came there because here there are rocks behind this big tree. The vehicle came there and we realized this it's not climbing. Now there's nothing here to anchor. So one stump came to our rescue that is hidden in the grass. It's a cut stump and we anchored on that. What an effort. And we were so exhausted. We pitched our tents here and slept whatever remaining hours. And the next morning, we were in Kapamotsu.
So basically at the moment, we're going through this route, and this was the route taken by Wander Beyond Boundaries when they were trying to carve or curate a track or trail. And it's unbelievable. I mean, like, just look at this. It's about like this much, yeah? And like it's crazy enough, the fact that you realize that a car actually came through this road. So yeah, this is Nagaland. But the fact that they were able to do it, I mean, like, look at this. There's a bamboo grove here, there's a bamboo grove here, there's a small portion of road. Unbelievable. So we're walking back up the trail. According to the people who curated this trail, it keeps on going. It's a long line, and it's not the right time to be exploring such places.
ताते हाईवे है ना हाईवे का ऊपर एक रास्ता जाए तो कच्चा रास्ता इतो रास्ता तो उठी ना ऊपर बा नीचे जाए साइड साइड पर नहीं होना एक रोड गेस्ट हाउस निचा बनाए ना तो ताते बा जंगल दे इतो उठी 8:30 दे एकटा गाड़ी उठी ना राइसे खाली ऊपर दे इतो मैम ला फर्स्ट गाड़ी मैम इतो दे राती 12 बजे दे 4टा गाड़ी उठी 3टा गाड़ी उठी ये ते पूरा विंच लगाई ना पुंचीला गाड़ी के विंच का तानी फोटो ताई ये ते पुंची जा पीछे त्याला ट्रैक चेंज हुआ और ये ते जाए गाड़ी थोड़ी हंसी आज गम है तो कल है खुशी वाह 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 वाह
And after the short detour, our journey towards Lake Shiloi began. Another intriguing part of this expedition drive was also learning to discipline ourselves to travel in a convoy. The Nagaland Off-road convoy consisted of 9 vehicles, and there was a lead and there was a sweep. The lead was the car that led the whole convoy, while the sweep was the car that made sure that all cars and all vehicles in the convoy remained disciplined. Through strict guidance from Ma'am Nidhi, the founder of Wander Beyond Boundaries, the convoy ride was spectacular. In times where there was a vehicle which broke down, the whole convoy would stop. For breaks, we would have the Bonnet Cafe, and then the travelers would all get together into a bonnet and make themselves a cup of tea, coffee, eat some snacks, and also revel in conversation amongst one another. Hello everyone, well it's the end of day 3 of the Nagaland Off-road expedition powered by WBB One Beyond Boundaries, which is an initiative of the Department of Tourism, Govt of Nagaland. Well, today we moved out of Kapamodzu early in the morning and it's about 10:30 right now, and we finally reached Latsumi village. Well, now Latsumi is famous for Shiloi Lake. We've endured, everybody reached safely, and the journey was worth the ride. Well, the journey was from Kapamodzu we came down to Futsero. From Futsero we went to Jasami. Then from Jasami we entered Meluri. From Meluri we climbed up, we crossed Wazeo Zipu, and now we're in Latsumi, and we're here in camping at Shiloi Lake. Well, the cottages here are very cute and all the guests have been accommodated. There's a list of things to do for tomorrow and it's going to be really exciting. Well, it's been 3 days, we've been continuously traveling, we've been going to some great places and we've been meeting some amazing people. So we hope that the experience continues and we hope that our guests that have come enjoy. But for now it's the end of day 3, so stay tuned for day 4.